Peace, 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 y'all. Today I'm going to give y'all a cord cutting ritual, right? And it's the 6 walnut bath. It's great for cutting and removing ties to an ex-lover, or you having trouble getting over someone, or you just emotionally attached to someone and know it's not going anywhere. And they may have moved on, but you still emotionally involved, or you just feel the energetic ties still to them. Sorry. Now, what you need is 6 black walnuts. Right, you can get them online, grocery store, but everybody go to shop on Amazon. You're gonna need an iron pot. Now, why iron? Because iron is synchronized with the god of war, the planet Mars, that Ogun energy, that the god of iron, the god of war, the god of steel. Right, so you're gonna be cutting those ties with the element of Mars. Mars is known to be a warrior, and you're cutting those ties with the iron energy of Mars or Aries. So you're going to fill the pot with water, right? You're going to add the walnuts, and you're going to bring it to a boil. And then when it comes to the boil, you're going to turn the heat down and let it simmer. Now you're going to let it simmer for 3 hours. Now the color will be very dark, like a dark brown, reddish, black almost color. Now this is very powerful. Now only do this when you're 100% sure you're ready to move on, right? And you tried to make it work, or you don't want anything else to do with the person, and you're like, I'm just tired of this, so I'm just cut this cord and be on my merry way. Now, when you do that, what happens is that person will feel you detaching from them. They subconsciously feel it. That's why a lot of times our exes just reach out to us when they feel like we moving on and stuff like that. So what happens is that person will either try to reach out to you on a subconscious level. They might try to come to you like in a dream, or they might actually try to reconnect with you on social media. They might try to call you, text you on your phone, but you're going to have to block that person out of your life. You're going to have to block them on social media, they number, and don't try to run them into the places. Like, don't try to go to the places they frequent at. You're going to literally erase this person out of your life, because that's what the walnuts are going to do. It's literally going to cut those cords that tie you to that person, or tie that person to you. Now, to go back with that person after you do the walnut bath is not advised at all. A lot of people have said that if you try to go back with a person after doing this, it can have adverse effects. That's all I'm going to say. Now, if you're asking yourself, dang, what happened if when I go back, then you probably shouldn't be doing this. You need to be 100% sure you're done with that person. You're supposed to be in a mindset where you are done, like finito, like it's finished. You can even write a letter to that person, like a goodbye letter to them, burn it, or if they're married and you've written out your vows, you can burn that. It's going to help you subconsciously reach them on the astral or the spiritual realm. You're releasing that person, and then you're going to take the bath. Now you're going to let the water simmer for 3 hours. You might have to add some more water when it's simmering, because some of the water might evaporate. Now, when the water is boiling, you could say a prayer or incantation to charge the bath. You can even say a prayer over and asking the spirits of the walnut to help you release and break any type of emotional cords that may be tying you to that person. Speaking to the water, because we know water holds memory, and tell it what you want, set your intentions, right? This bath is best to soak in. If you don't have the bathtub, you might have to rent it, a hotel room or something like that, to take the spiritual bath. Like I say, you got to write out a letter to that person, or to all the people, right, you're trying to break the ties with when it's boiling. Or if like I said, if you were married and you wrote the vows, you should burn those vows, right? I will write one page per lover if I'm going to do multiple people, but I honestly think it's best to just focus on that one particular person, to use all that energy on that one person. Now, if you want to keep it like in a general sense, it can help cut ties also from sexual trauma, any type of former lovers from the past, and things of that nature. Now, let's say if you have any ties with this person, like For example, if you guys have a kid together, it won't affect the relationship between them and the kid. It's just going to cut that emotional tie that you have to that person. And we know in our community what's going on as far as baby mamas, baby daddies, all that type of stuff. Whether it's an ex you keep sneaking and going to do it with, or ex-wife or husband you had a kid with, and you keep being emotionally attached to them, talking to them about relationship, just business ideas, reminiscing on the past, stuff like that. That means you are still emotionally attached to that person. It's not like you keeping it cordial for the kid. And don't get me wrong, it's okay to talk, have a little small talk or whatever, but when you telling this person personal things and all that, especially for the people who have a lover that's in prison, whether it be a man or woman, it could be hard to let go. But with this walnut bath, you might notice the person may reach out to you because the person may feel you're pulling away or moving on because they feel that cord being cut. It's an energetic thing. So consciously, they're going to feel you releasing them, right? But that's a good thing because you know it's working. And you can't control what the other person does, but you definitely can control yourself. So by blocking them on your phone, social media, all that good stuff, and avoiding that person, it's going to help. Now, remember, intention is everything. If you still have kids together, you can still be cordial for the kids, or like I said, but leave that emotional thing of getting back together and still talking like y'all friends and all that alone, because that's going to keep the cord attached, and it's not going to stop. And once you do this ritual, it's over and it's done with. Ain't no going back. So remember that this is a very powerful ritual. Only do it when you're ready to move on in your life and leave your past in your past. Peace.